Alright guys, today we're going to make a handle for, let me find it, for the Twca Cam, which is this thing right here. This is basically a big spoon knife. I got this from Nic Westermann. He's over in the UK. And this is I think this is a 65 millimeter. And I'm fortunate enough to own two Twca Cams from him, and also a small carving knife which I just got today. But what we're going to do this afternoon is we're going to put a handle on this, and I have a piece of birch here. It's pretty thick, that we're going to pare down. We're going to use a shave horse and a draw knife. I've already drilled a hole here, and went down as deep as I could. Excuse me. So let's get started, and I'll give you the size dimension that I'm using for this. Typically you want to use some epoxy in there, but now I kind of got it stuck. So let me pull this out, and we'll get started on this handle for this. Be right back, guys. It's coming out. Almost. All right. All right, so sorry about that. So this is pretty straightforward. All we're doing is we're just very simply going around and getting the excuse me, the thickness that we like, and it's not too hard to achieve. Some people like real thin handles. I'm more partial to thicker handles, my preference. And I've made a similar handle for my other Twca Cam. If you've seen some of my other videos, I've made a handle for that thing. I'll show that when I'm done here. Oh, there's a worm in there. Cool. There is a worm in there. Nice. So just carefully going around, removing the bark. And you don't really need a shave horse. I just happen to have one here. But you could use an axe, your carving axe, to another worm. Ooh. These guys are chewing away on this wood, aren't they? Let's see here. See if we can get them out without squishing them. Alright, we'll have to squish him in a minute. So, like I said, I suppose you could use an axe to do this, and that's fine. I don't suspect it would be that difficult. In fact, I know it wouldn't. So this is really all we're doing. Just kind of going around very carefully, very slowly. You don't have to rush this, you never do. And I'll give a little plug to Nic Westermann. I don't get paid by him at all. I've just seen his tools from other YouTubers, and they look awesome, and they are awesome. So if you check out his website, you'll see his product line, and he describes his process and what the item would be used for when carving. It does have a waiting list, so if you see something that you like and it's not in stock, get on his mailing list. And I would suggest that if you really are interested in an item that you I guess ask for, to buy it right away, because if you wait a day or two, it probably won't be there. So you just have to kind of get a little stalkerish and stalk his website, and then you'll get a really good tool, which will definitely help improve your carving skills for sure, and the overall finished product that you make is great with his tools. So this is all we're doing, guys. We're just going around, slow and careful. I got some knots in here I got to be careful about, and try to make it as uniform as possible here. That's what we got. It's looking pretty good. Got this knot here. It's getting on my nerves. So that's really all we're doing. Basically, kind of making a table leg almost. Never made a table leg before, but I can imagine this is how they're made. I think that looks pretty good on that side. And that's what we got to be careful about. You don't want to go too hard. And that's kind of understanding the wood that you're working with. And if you start to rush it, and you get some messed up spots. Alright guys, so I'm going to stop it here, and I'm going to come back when there's more done. And I guess I'm just going to do that all the way around. Continue going around. I have two holes here because this one's too big. I'm just going to continue doing that until we have it down to the thickness that I like, and we're going to put the Twca Cam in there next. Be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. So this next part is going to be real quick, and I'm going to cut away because you're not going to really see too much. So this is it. It's finished as far as the diameter, the thickness, I guess. I really like it. Feels good. The hole there, it's still a little off center only because I guess when I was using the shave horse. But I think it's going to be fine. I hit this with a little bit of 220 sandpaper, nothing crazy, just really quick, just to get out any parts that might be little sharp, I guess. So here's the Twca Cam, and we're just gonna stick it in here very carefully, you know, as much as we can force it down. Again, this is my method. I don't suggest that you follow my method exactly. And we're basically just, I mean, there's other ways to do it, but this is just the way I do it, just to make it real simple. I wrap it in some towels. I would suggest 3 or 4 towels, and wrap them over, because this thing is very, very sharp. And we're just going to basically push on the end and twist until it's seated in there as far as it can go. And there's really no crazy method to it. It's just pushing it in, and you can't really see too much. So just, I'm going to come back when it's finished, and yeah, we'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back, and I'm all finished. And this is what we have. Hopefully you can see with the handle here. And this is the 65 millimeter radius. I have the 50 millimeter as well. And I guess it's just a different size tool. I finished this with 100% tung oil, and I got my initials in here. But what I did to help myself, I stamped 65 in there, so I know that this is the 65 millimeter if I'm looking for this one, as opposed to, and let me grab it, the 50 millimeter, which looks very similar, at least even for me, since I put pretty much the same handle on it. This is the 50 millimeter. I did this a while ago, so you see really quickly, can't really tell a difference too much unless you're like looking really at the grain. So this is the 50 millimeter. You can see it's a little bit smaller. So yeah, so I appreciate you guys watching, and stay tuned. I might have another. I may have another video of probably coming maybe tomorrow of me putting a handle on one of the knives that I received as well. It's like a finishing blade or carving blade. So stay tuned. I'll have some more coming, and I appreciate you guys watching. If there's anything else you'd like to see, just please let me know. Appreciate your support, guys. Catch you on the next video.